Hello, and welcome to day one of 12 days of this yoga journey. I'm so excited to be here. This is truly my favorite time of the year, and it is just brightened up even more when I bring yoga into the mix as well. So, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy this journey, whether you are here just for one day, 2 days, or the whole journey. I am so happy and grateful to guide you through this journey. So, today we're going to be focusing on just a gentle stretch. There's going to be a lot of focus in on opening up the heart and the chest space, the ribs, and really just opening up the body and kind of almost like opening a present, opening up our minds and our body and our hearts to this journey, to this day, to this moment in time that you've given yourself right here on your mat in your space. So, to get started, if you would like, you can always pause us at any time, grab what you need. You don't need anything except for just a nice, comfy space to practice in. I do recommend, however, if you do have something like a mat or a pad that you can place under yourself, or even you can kind of place down a blanket, grab some yoga blocks if you have them. You can also grab like thick books. Again, not necessary, just can be helpful with some of the postures. And then a yoga strap or like a towel, you can roll up a towel and you can use that in place of a yoga strap, like so. And you can just set those off for the moment. The other and last thing I recommend is grabbing some type of pillow or cushion or bolster that you can prop your hips up to, especially for you pregnant mamas joining me. I said I'm going to be making this whole journey pregnancy safe and all yoga levels safe. So it can be nice to lift up the hips and just give yourself a little bit more space. I've found that throughout my journey. Okay, so once you are ready, let's take a deep breath together and let's get started. Beautiful. Arriving onto your mat, crossing your legs, sitting up straight, lengthening through the spine. Inhale, roll your shoulders up, back and down, maybe closing down the eyes or placing a gentle gaze down in front of you. 2 more just like that. Big inhale as you roll the shoulders up to the ears. Back and down, feeling the shoulder blades roll down the spine. 1 more time. Big inhale. And let it all go. Exhale out. Beautiful. Beginning to take your right hand and your fingertips as you walk your hand out to the side edge of your mat. Inhale, rising that left arm high overhead. You can stop here. You can walk your hand out farther, or to go even deeper into the stretch, you can press down onto your forearm, making sure to keep those sit bones planted into the ground or into the cushion beneath you. Inhale, spiraling open the chest, keeping the heart and the ribs open and breathing into that side body. Just for a few breaths here. One more big inhale in. And exhale, sigh it out. Returning back through center. Taking a couple little wiggles. Beautiful. And beginning to walk your left fingertips out to the left side now. And extending your right arm overhead, coming down into the stretch of your choosing. You may notice and become aware of, this side's a little bit tighter than the other side. And that can be kind of interesting to just become aware of throughout your practice. I'm noticing this side is tighter for me, so I'm going to actually back off a little bit. And knowing and accepting and honoring that that is perfectly okay. Dropping into this moment, connecting back to your breath. Just a couple more here. Allowing yourself to be here right now. Beautiful. Coming back through center, bringing both of those arms to your sides. Maybe rolling your shoulders up, back, and down to reset back through center. Inhale, rising the arms overhead. Exhale, cactusing the arms out by your sides, creating this goal-shaped T shape with your arms. Inhale, rising the arms right before the palms touch, bringing the hands down through cactus. Opening up, smiling, opening your heart to all the possibilities that your life has to offer and welcome. Inhale 2 more times, just like this. Exhale, cactusing the arms out, opening through the ribs, the chest, the heart, the belly. And 1 more time, big inhale in. Maybe closing the eyes on the last time and allowing yourself to drop in even deeper and holding this cactus armed position for a couple breaths. One more, maybe pressing the arms back so you feel that stretch just that much more throughout the arms and the shoulders. Beautiful. Dropping the arms down, rolling those shoulders again. Up, back, and down. Bringing it forward now. Up, back, and down. 1 more time to the back and the front, just like so. And to the forward. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so we can transition off of that pillow. If you had a little cushion beneath you, you can set that aside and come down onto your hands and to your knees. Creating an equal distance between both hands. You want your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees, and begin to just do some gentle hip circles. If you are with child, you can also spread those legs open a little bit wider to give your belly some more space. If not, you do what feels best. You could take big hip circles, you could take little baby ones. We'll just stay going to the right for a few rotations. Inhaling and exhaling, moving in a way that feels good. Beautiful. And reverse it. Other way. Tapping in how this side may feel different. Beautiful. Just a couple more circles. Perfect. Finding yourself back to neutral. This time, if your knees are parallel to each other, open them up to about the width of your mat, bringing your big toes to touch and sinking down the hips over the heels of your feet as you walk your hands forward for child's pose, dropping your chest down, imagining that booty is touching those heels. If not, that is okay. Mine is not there today. Bringing your forehead down. If this is too far for you, if you're far along in your pregnancy, your belly's getting in the way, you can stay up higher. You can even place a little cushion under your head like so to lift yourself up if that feels more comfortable. And we're just going to nestle down here for just a few breaths. Connecting to this present moment. One last inhale in here. And exhale, rising your body up. You can keep those legs straddled slightly or bring them a little bit closer together. As we inhale, we're going to extend and lift that left arm high to the sky. Exhale, scooping underneath the chest, bringing that left hand through to the right side of your mat as you gently begin to fall onto that left shoulder. You can choose to walk your right fingertips out in front of you, or you can bring the palm to the back, to your back. Excuse me. And just falling here, feeling that deep stretch in your shoulder. If this is too intense at any moment, you can always come out of the stretch slightly by pressing up, bringing the arm back slightly, holding yourself here. Until and if you are able to go down farther, do so. Holding here just for a couple breaths. Beautiful. Beginning to walk that right hand in as you slowly unwind yourself, coming back through center. Maybe repositioning yourself, taking any little movements that you need to take before we switch to the other side. Inhale, opening up through the chest, through the ribs, extending that right arm high above you. And exhaling, intertwining it, bringing it underneath that left arm. Coming down gently onto the right shoulder as you walk your left fingertips forward or place the palm onto your back. Whatever feels good in this moment. Listening to your body, listening to your intuition. And always meeting yourself back with your breath. Just a couple more deep breaths here, breathing into that shoulder, opening up through your chest, through your shoulder, even through your hips a little bit. One more big breath with me here. And exhale as you release the palm from your back if you had it there, or walk your fingertips back as you come back through center, shaking it out, maybe shifting from side to side, seeing how different those shoulders might feel after doing that stretch. Beautiful. Coming off of your hands, giving your hands a little break as you come back into a kneeling position, placing your sit bones on to your heels. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can also take a pillow or rolled up blanket or towel and you can place that underneath your bum to give yourself a little bit more lift, a little bit more cushion and support. If not, meet me here. Rolling those shoulders up, back and down, giving the neck a little roll from side to side. Beautiful. Extending out your right hand, placing the palm facing you, taking your left hand, pressing those right fingertips back, feeling that nice deep stretch all through the top of the forearm. can apply as a little or as much pressure as you'd like. Obviously not too much. Just for another breath here. Beautiful. Rotating that wrist. Now pressing the palm facing forward and taking the left hand to press the fingertips back. Feeling the stretch now on the opposite part of the forearm. You may even feel this going all the way up the arm. It's a really good stretch if you're feeling any wrist pain. Beautiful. Okay, shake that right wrist down. Of course, we're going to repeat that now on the other side. Extending the left arm, taking the right hand to press those fingertips back. Feeling that beautiful stretch now down through the left forearm. One more breath here. Beautiful. Releasing the hand, rotating now, facing the palm out in front of you, taking the right hand and gently pressing those fingertips back. Feeling that stretch through the opposite side of the forearm now. Just a couple breaths here. Sinking in deeper with each inhale and exhale, dropping into this moment. The here and the now, the best moment we can be in, right? Beautiful. Releasing the hand and giving both of the wrists a good shake. Sometimes when you don't stretch out your wrists too much, you'll notice when you do a stretch and you're like, oh wow, I haven't worked out that part in a while. Beautiful. Okay, coming back to the center of your mat. You can stay on your knees if that's feeling good in a kneeling position, or you can come back down onto your sit bones in a cross-legged position, whatever is feeling best for you. And here is where you can grab that towel prop or a shoulder strap if you have one, extending it out to full length and bringing your hands to definitely wider than your shoulder blades, but not too much wider. You'll kind of know once you find that spot. Bringing your arms, inhaling them over your head. And on an exhale, we're going to do a very similar posture to the cactus arms that we did at the beginning, but now we're adding this extra tension to get into the stretch even deeper. So inhaling, bringing those arms high. Exhale, we're going to cactus those arms. Instead of just by our sides, we're going to bring them back farther behind us, stopping about here, mid-level of our head. Inhaling back up through center. Exhaling back, cactusing the arms. Taking just a few more like this. Two more. Inhaling, exhaling, really extending those arms back, feeling that beautiful stretch through the shoulders, the biceps, triceps. And one more. Inhale and exhale, cactusing those arms back. Beautiful. All right, lowering down the arms, giving them a little rest, doing those shoulder rolls, giving yourself a wiggle and shake. And we are going to continue to hold on to this strap or towel, whatever you're using. We're going to do a similar stretch, just a little bit different. So again, we're going to take those arms above our head. And on an exhale, we're going to drop them now to the right. Inhaling back up through center. Exhale to the left. Just working all the different parts of our arms, our chest, opening up, visualizing ourselves just opening up to the opportunities that the new year can bring, this new day can bring, and going at any pace you'd like. Inhaling and exhaling as we drop from side to side. Just a few more like so. You can even have some fun with it and maybe do some rotations, doing some circles, hitting the tree behind you. Beautiful. And we'll meet back through center, dropping the strap, the towel, releasing your hands, coming off of the knees now. Making our way down to our sit bones and bringing the arches of our feet together. Big toes to touch at first, but then I want you to visualize opening up the arches, kind of like you're opening up a book, just providing space and bringing your heels out quite a bit of a ways, especially if you're working with a little bit of a belly from pregnancy. Opening up, giving yourself the space you need. You can also prop yourself up with a pillow here to give yourself your hips a little bit more space. Inhale, rolling the shoulders up, back and down, lengthening through the spine. And exhale, coming forward just as far as you can, trying to keep a straight spine. You can also use your hands to press down your knees a little bit more and continue that opening of the shoulders and the chest. As you drop down, staying here for a couple breaths. For the last 2 breaths, maybe you choose to drop even farther if it serves you, bringing the forearms down, maybe walking the fingertips forward. Inhaling in, rising, exhaling, dropping into your butterfly pose even deeper. One more breath here. Big inhale in through the nose. Exhale as you release out of the stretch. Crossing the legs again. Being back through center. Taking that pillow to rise up your hips as we begin to end the practice on just a beautiful note of taking the time today to be present whenever you can. Maybe closing your eyes down here, tapping into this moment, this time that you've given yourself, and reminding yourself that you can come back to a similar feeling throughout your day, throughout the busy, the hecticness of the season, the activities, whatever may be happening in your life. You can come back to this moment by taking a few long and deep breaths. So let's do that together today to end off this practice. Taking a big inhale in, feeling the belly expand, maybe taking your hands, placing them over your belly. Inhale in, filling up your cup, taking in love and peace and presence. Exhale out of your mouth, giving that love, peace, and presence to anyone that pops into your mind. 2 more silent ones at your pace. Beautiful. Bringing your palms together to heart center, rising them up to the center of your brows, reminding yourself to always listen to your intuition, which is pretty much your inner knowing, that little voice in your head, and trusting it. Dropping your hands down to your lips, reminding yourself to not only speak kind words to others, but especially to yourself. And finally, dropping your palms down to your heart center to remind yourself to spread love wherever you can, to others and to yourself. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're feeling relaxed, at peace, in the present moment, more connected to your breath. I enjoyed flowing along with you, and I hope to see you tomorrow for day 2 of the 12 Days of Yoga journey. Thank you for being here, and namaste.